I'm here with Mr. Tim McClintock, the GIS team leader at ServTech Solutions Surveying and Mapping here in Tampa, Florida. Thanks for being here, Tim.
No problem, Dwight.
So, Tim, what exactly is GIS? What does it stand for? What is it?
GIS stands for Geographical Information Systems. It's basically a method for organizing your data into a database so that you can, in one quick, click of a mouse, get as much information as you can about a specific entity.
Now, how does ServTech perform GIS services? And by that I mean, what exactly does performing GIS entail as far as what kinds of surveying, what kinds of draft work, what kind of other computer work, what has to be done in order to develop a GIS model?
Well, typically we'll send our field crew out to the site to obtain as much information as needed or requested. That can be anything from getting inverts from pipes to locations of light poles or something of that sort. They bring back all the data that they can to the office here, and what we do is we enter that into the GIS system, and we can include coordinates to put it on state plane and elevations, everything that we need right into the database there.
So there's really a lot of stuff you can do with this. I mean, there's a lot of information that's there and a lot of information that can be accessed. Well, Tim, what can GIS be used for?
So it can be used for pretty much anything that you want it to. It can be used for, like I was saying earlier, with the pipe, you can have the infrastructure underground. You can say what pipes are flowing from here to there with the elevation of the invert from one pipe to the other. So a government entity won't have to go out to the field to verify everything every time. They can just pull it up in their system and it'll be right there on the computer.
So that really would save a lot of time and a lot of money, because instead of having a crew go out to a particular site or to a particular location to try and get this information, they would just be able to recall this information automatically on a computer with GIS.
Exactly. Once you obtain the information, it's there, unless the structure happens to be modified or something like that, which you would know beforehand. It's right there. You don't have to send that field crew back out.
Now, Tim, who would require GIS? Like, what types of firms or government agencies? I mean, is it something that pretty much any city, county, state agency would eventually need?
I think it would be very beneficial, and I think they would need it. It seems to be a very money-efficient way to go, and it's a growing method for database storage.
Absolutely. Now, ServTech's motto is surveying today with tomorrow's technology. How does GIS play a role in that?
Well, it seems like the GIS is the next big thing, so it seems like more and more government agencies and companies are going and putting all their information and data into GIS, so it's really the next big thing.
Do you think that eventually all the separate GIS databases, do you think that will eventually kind of be linked together, that there'll be a way to link those together?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, today it seems like everyone wants and needs to be able to communicate, so I would think that eventually all the major databases would be able to be linked.
Now, Tim, what do you think the future holds for GIS? And furthermore, what is ServTech's role in that future?
Well, I think the future for GIS is to get all the city municipalities and all their data into databases so that everything is at your fingertips. I think that's really what it's all about, just being able to have it right there when you need it, so you don't have to stumble around with plans or go out to the field. It'll be right there for you.
With ServTech, because we're already so proficient at this, and we actually have a couple of contracts with that, do you think that firms and municipalities, do you think it would be to their advantage to hire a firm like ServTech to perform GIS work for them?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, since we're so efficient at it, we'd be able to get their data into a database and make them more efficient with that right away. So I definitely think it'd be beneficial to use us here at ServTech.
Well, I want to thank you for being here, Tim. And for more information on ServTech Solutions and our GIS services, you can visit www.servtechsolutions.com. Click on the GIS button in the navigation menu and visit the GIS information microsite, or call 813-621-4929 and speak to Mr. Tim McClinic here, or you can speak to anyone and inquire about this or any other type of surveying or surveying related service. Thanks again, Tim.
Thanks, Dwayne.